What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I just wanted to make a quick video talking to you all about my Patreon, since I have not done that yet, and my Patreon has been up for just over 2 weeks now, and I've already gotten out some premium exclusive content for the patrons. I've had some coaching sessions, so everything's underway, working out kind of exactly how I wanted it to. So I just wanted to make a video talking to everyone on my YouTube channel about it. And if you don't know what Patreon is and everything, I'll explain that as well. So first I wanted to start off the video by shouting out my first 20 patrons. My first goal on Patreon was, after 20 patrons, I would upload one exclusive video of Rebel Clash format gameplay, or in the future just future format gameplay, that's exclusive for the patrons. So it will be a private video on YouTube that only my patrons have a link to. Yes, shout out to my first 20 patrons. The support I've gotten is really appreciated and honestly a little unexpected. I didn't think so many people would be ready and willing to support me right off the bat, support the channel, especially with the strange times we're having in the world right now, and Pokemon tournaments being canceled for the foreseeable future right now. So special thanks to the first 20 patrons that helped me get this thing off the ground. And we hit our first goal already, and we're already kind of becoming a nice little sub community of the Celio's Network community, because I really want my patrons to have discussion with me and message me about my content and ask questions and even help me make my content better. And there's already patrons doing that, like telling me things I can add to this or add to that, or requesting content, or just sending me their deck lists, and we're shooting ideas off of each other. So it's really nice to have this sub community of supporters of my content that I can also get a little closer to, and we can talk more about Pokemon TCG, which is what I love to do. So again, thanks to the first 20 patrons, and I'm going to explain to you all exactly what the different tiers on my Patreon are. And if you're not exactly aware of what Patreon is, it's a site where you can support a content creator for a monthly pledge of either a custom dollar amount that you choose, or one of the predetermined dollar amounts that the supporter chooses. And I have a $1 tier, a $3 tier, and a $15 tier open right now, and they all have different benefits available depending on how much you pledge. And of course, don't feel obliged, or it's not necessary for you to pledge to me just because you're watching my content and you like my content. Make sure you have yourself and your family taken care of right now before you go ahead and support a content creator like myself. But in return for the pledge and the support that my patrons give me, I have benefits and exclusive content for my patrons. So let's talk about exactly what that is. The lowest pledge amount I have is called Supporter at $1 per month. So if you'd like to support the free content I create, like my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, articles I've written for free in the past, just my advice on Twitter, stuff like that. If you'd like to support it but you're not interested in the exclusive content I'm creating or the coaching, then this is the tier for you. So at $1, you can participate in requesting content, messaging me about Pokemon TCG, help with deck lists, metagaming, and you'll also see all the updates I post on my Patreon, like new series for the channel, polls about who should I have on the channel or what should we talk about, updates on the decks I'm working on, things like that you can expect at the $1 tier. Next, we've got the Networker tier at $3 per month. With this tier, you will have access to any and all exclusive content I am creating. Any content that is behind a paywall, and the only content I have behind a paywall is on my Patreon, you will have access to it all. So that's the 2 to 4 premium articles I'm writing per month right now, and there are 2 already available to you when you sign up. Any premium videos or exclusive videos I make for my patrons, all deck lists I create and share with anyone will be shared with you, and basically all of it is shared with the $3 tier, the Networkers. So you get articles, 2 to 4 articles per calendar month that are only available to the networker tiers and up. You can request content, you get updates, you can message with me back and forth, and I always will try to get back in a timely manner. And you're also getting my matchup spreadsheet that has all the automatic functioning, the matchup spreadsheet that I use for everything to calculate meta scores. And it also comes with an article and video tutorial teaching you how to use spreadsheets, basically, and specifically my spreadsheets. And then next we've got the Mr. Network Premium, which is sold out. So I only opened 5 slots for the Mr. Network Premium, and I almost didn't make this tier because I didn't think people would be interested in a $10 tier for a coaching session once per month with me, while Pokemon is kind of on the back burner for a lot of people right now. But this sold out in like a day or two. I had 5 people sign up pretty much right away, and this gets all the benefits of the $3 tier, but it also includes one 1-hour coaching session a month with me where we can work on anything you want to. And so far with my patrons of this tier, we've worked on how to build deck lists and why decks by successful players are built the way they are. We've worked on sequencing, just optimizing your gameplay. We've worked on looking at the future formats or the future sets and what we might want to buy from those sets. I've done a plethora of coaching already, but what my specialties are include metagaming, general strategy, conceptualization, and gameplay fundamentals. But I have sort of a teaching background and a psychology background, and I've taught music and choral and drama, and I want to make sure that I'm using my skills from teaching and Pokemon to create a session and a lesson that is beneficial to you. So there is no Mr. Network Premium tiers at the $10 currently available, and like I said, I didn't expect it to sell out, and I don't want to take on too many people of this tier because it includes a coaching session, and I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many coaching clients. And if I did, that would mean that their coaching sessions might be less beneficial if I'm overwhelmed. But I did open up 3 more at $15 a month, just because this is a little bit of extra work and I felt like it was fair to make the 6th, 7th, and 8th slots a little bit more expensive. So at the $15 tier, it's the exact same benefits as the Mr. Network Premium at the $10, except the first 5 people got it for slightly cheaper. And already 2 of these are taken, so there's 1 more $15 tier slot available. I'm not sure exactly how many more I will open, if I'll ever have more than 8 open at a time. I think 8 is a nice number that I can kind of have 8 coaching clients at the moment. That's what I feel like I can take on. So if you're interested in that, there is 1 more slot available for it. If there are any other questions you have, I do believe my Patreon website, patreon.com/Celios Network, has all of the information you could want. It has exactly what I'm doing, my goals, all the tiers laid out just like I showed it to you if you wanted to look them over again. And you could always message me on Twitter, on Facebook, comment on YouTube, reach out to me wherever you want if you have any other questions. And I also just wanted to talk to you guys about exactly what I am trying to do to progress the channel. So I'm looking into maybe getting some better graphics made. I know a lot of people do like the Celios logo, but it's kind of like a fun and quirky kind of thing, and I wanted to maybe get something a little more serious made. So I am considering that, and I've also been working on a better way to present my spreadsheets that I make of all the deck lists when the new set comes out, like I did for Sword and Shield. That was a big hit, and I really wanted to put it into a website format, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. So I might have some preliminary kind of website ready for Rebel Clash when Rebel Clash hits PTCGO, for kind of like, here's all of the starting deck lists, go nuts, make whatever deck you want. So I'm working on doing whatever I think is best for the community for that, because I think the Sword and Shield starting deck list spreadsheet really helped a lot of people start their own decks. So I want to do that again, but with Rebel Clash. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video talking about my Patreon if you weren't already informed about it. Like I said, there's already 2 articles available on my Patreon for the $3 tiers and up, and there's 1 article on Weezing Unbroken Bonds for the Rebel Clash format, and there's also an article on Zacian ADP for the Rebel Clash format, as well as some deck lists from other decks that I've been working on shared, and questions and discussions posted just for the patrons. So yeah, hopefully you are considering joining the Patreon if it's right for you now, and if it's not right for you, just keep on enjoying my content on YouTube for free, and you can always support me for free just by liking, comment, and subscribing on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you are all getting along okay during this confusing time with the pandemic going on. So yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.